Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I'm going to do something unique today because sometimes I think about stuff that other people just don't think about, And, I think about, and I'll take this quote unquote holiday as an example. Tomorrow is Memorial's Day. Now, the purpose of Memorial's Day is to pay homage to our fallen brothers and sisters throughout the years in war. They gave the ultimate sacrifice. They gave their life to protect our country, to protect us. And I'm very thankful of that. And what do we do to pay homage on that day? We barbecue and blast our music. Ain't got shit to do with the holiday. Nothing at all. Nothing to pay tribute to these brave young men and women. We barbecue with a bunch of other people. And we cram all these people up in our small houses during the pandemic. And then they stay for 8 hours. I got a neighbor. I guess he wants to be the designated guy for celebrations. Every holiday is 2 million people show up in this crammed little house with no mask on, take up all everybody else's parking spaces, and this shit will go on from 11 o'clock at night or 11 in the morning before noon to about 10 o'clock. That's a long time to be partying and be up in somebody's house. That's one thing that I can say about my family when we used to get together. We didn't do that. We come in 4 or 5 hours, we gone. Instead of the host is looking at his watch, when these dudes gonna leave? It's kind of rude to me because I'm like, it's excess. It's just too much. I'm sitting in my backyard today, on my steps in the backyard. I did a little lawn work. And then, I got a cat that hangs around in my yard. He's Big Black's son, and I made a pledge or promise that, since I couldn't save his father, I'll look after him. And he's really warming up to me. When he first used to come in the yard, he'd take off. I used to call him the little run because as soon as I cracked the door, a little fast thing. Now, he lets me rub him. I was like, man, we've come a long way, from you running the fast as you can run to now you want to actually try to come in. I'm like, that wouldn't be a good idea. Already got a cat up in there. But I just find that to be interesting, because I don't celebrate like that. In my own little way, I celebrate, but it's not barbecuing with 200 people during the pandemic, and people don't want to go home. It's like they lost their watch, don't know what time it is. But that's just me. That's just my interpretation. It's like Christmas, and I'm no religious expert, but I thought the purpose of Christmas was to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. We're going to exchange gifts. That ain't got nothing to do with this. We didn't attach stuff to stuff. Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with celebrating with people you care about in your family. Nothing at all. But there should be a designated day for that. It should be called barbecue weekend. Every year, Saturday or Sunday, whichever your preference, you get together with your family and your loved ones and you barbecue. Because that's the purpose of this day. And still is to pay tribute to our fallen, military people. We barbecue. We pack a whole bunch of people in our little houses. We get drunk. We hog up somebody else's parking space for 6 hours. But that's just my thoughts. Like I said, I think about stuff that a lot of people just don't put no thought into. And I find it kind of interesting because, today's just another day with the exception of paying tribute to people that have made the ultimate sacrifice. And I truly appreciate that, because without those people that were brave enough to fight for our country and die for our country, we live in a country like we do, because it could be far worse. I remember watching this movie, and I think everybody didn't see this movie. It's called Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze and a couple of other actually up-and-coming big stars at that time. And it was about, out of the blue one day, Russia shows up and invade our country and take us POWs. And it's like, whoa. That was an interesting movie, and it's something to really think about. I'm like, is it possible that something like that could actually happen? I think it is, But I just want to make that observation and just end it with this. I thank, again, our military personnel, currently in the military and the ones that have lost their lives over the years during wartime. I wish that I could see in my lifetime, but I seriously doubt it, that we find another solution to dispute each other than we send our young men and women over there with guns and some of them don't come back. There got to be a better way. It has to be a better way. And hopefully one day we'll find that. So on that note, I'm going to sign off until next time. Thanks for watching and take care.